Did your traffic just drop after a Google update and you have no idea why? Because I recovered multiple sites from algorithm update and analyzed other websites that recovered recently, what I found completely changes how you should approach SEO in such cases. And if you get this wrong, your rankings won't just drop. They'll stay buried, or, God forbidden, they'll even hit zero. I've worked with websites that got hit hard by Google updates. And even now, I have two clients hit by the December 2025 Google algorithm update. One new with serious technical issues and hit by the fourth algorithm update in a row. This client of mine had over 60% of seen pages back in October 2024, when such things were taken into consideration. And in the mix, a failed website migration with CMS change, and in total, a 80% decrease in organic traffic in about a year. I recently stepped in, and currently I am leading their recovery efforts. I will make a separate video later this year to tell you what worked and what didn't right now. As such, I've personally gone multiple times through the process of figuring out why some sites recover while others never come back. And what they change is probably not what you think. In this video, I show you how to identify if you were actually hit, what separates sites that recover, and how to recover from a Google algorithm update using a system, not guesswork. Most people think the first step is to start fixing things, updating pages, changing titles, building links, but that's actually the fastest way to make things worse. I've seen this happen over and over again. A site gets hit, and within days, they are making massive changes. Then, months later, nothing improves. And here's why. Because the fastest way to recover from a Google algorithm update isn't guessing what changed. It's understanding what replaced you. And in a minute, I'll show you exactly how to do that. Let's start with the first step. And this is where most people quietly sabotage themselves. You need to confirm that you're actually hit by an update, because not every drop is a Google update algorithm. For example, I've seen businesses lose traffic simply because competitors published better content. I've seen tracking drops that were actually tracking errors. And one time, a client panicked for 2 weeks before realizing their developer accidentally blocked pages in robot text. So, before you touch anything, check if your drop aligns with a confirmed core update. Because if you misdiagnose the problem, everything after that becomes guesswork. Now, here's where things get dangerous. People panic and they start changing everything immediately. But during a core update rollout, Google is still testing results. Rankings are unstable. So if you react too early, you are making decisions based on noise, not data. It's like trying to hit a moving target blindfolded, while someone keeps moving the target. Not ideal. Now, here's the shift that changes everything. Instead of asking, what did Google change? Ask, who replaced me? Because Google didn't randomly remove your site. Replaced you with something it believes is better. And this is where most people finally start making progress. Let me show you a real example. There was a site that got hit hard by a core update 2 years ago. Traffic dropped by 40%. Now, instead of guessing, they analyzed the top 3 competitors that replaced them. And what they found was very clear. First, those competitors weren't just summarizing information. They were showcasing real experience, original photos, videos, actual use cases. For example, instead of saying, here are the best tools, they showed, here's how we used this tool, what worked, what didn't, and who it's actually for. That's a completely different level of value. Second, structure. Their pages were easier to read, clear headings, short sections, straight to the point, while the losing site had long walls of text that made you feel like you accidentally opened a university thesis. No offense to universities, but Google users are not out here for a 10,000 word adventure. Third, trust. The winning site had stronger author profiles, better reviews, clear brand signals. And this is where it gets interesting. They weren't just better optimized, they were more trustworthy. So instead of rewriting everything blindly, they focused on three things: improving depth, improving structure, and improving trust. And over time, not instantly, usually it takes 3, 4 core algorithm updates to recover. They moved from page 4 back to page 1. Now, if you are watching this and thinking, I know my site has these issues, but I'm not sure how to prioritize or fix them properly, this is exactly what I help with. I work with businesses that have been hit by Google updates and need a clear recovery strategy, not random fixes. So, if you want a second set of expertise on your site, you can book a consultation below. Now, let's break down what actually drives recovery, because this is where most advice online completely falls apart. First, content, but not in the way most people think. You don't need more content. You need better content. Here's the difference. Most websites publish what nowadays is called commodity content. It's correct, it's optimized, but it adds nothing new. And in today's search landscape, especially with AI, that kind of content gets replaced very easily. So, what does better content look like? It includes real experience, unique insights, clear answer to real questions. For example, instead of writing SEO is important for rankings, you write, here's exactly what changed on this page after a core update and how it impacted the rankings. That's the level of specificity Google is rewarding now. And if you want a structured way to audit this, I've created a complete SEO audit checklist. It walks you through exactly what to evaluate: content, structure, technical, everything. You can download it for free in the description. But here's the part most people underestimate: trust. Google's core updates are heavily tied to trust signals. And this goes beyond SEO. We're talking about reviews, brand reputation, author credibility, real world perception. I've seen cases where improving customer experience had more impact than building backlinks. Because at the end of the day, Google is trying to rank results that people trust. Now, let's talk about something subtle but powerful: user experience. Because even great content can fail if it's hard to consume. Think about it. If a user lands on your page and has to scroll forever or can't find the answer quickly, they leave, and Google sees that. So, improvements like better layout, faster load time, clear navigation. These aren't just nice to have. They're part of why some sites recover and others don't. Now, remember earlier I said the key is understanding what replaced you. This is where everything connects. Because when you analyze winning pages, you'll usually find a combination of better content, better structure, and stronger trust. That's the pattern. Now, here's the reality no one likes hearing. Recovery takes time. In many cases, you won't see any movement until the next core update. Most often, it takes longer, 2, 3, 4 updates to recover. And I know that's not exciting. Everyone wants the quick fix. But if there was a rank in 7 days after getting hit strategy, let's just say I wouldn't be making YouTube videos about that. I'd be on a beach somewhere ignoring emails. So here's the bottom line. Recovering from a Google algorithm update isn't about reacting faster. It's about reacting smarter. If you focus on becoming a better result than the sites replacing you, that's when rankings start to come back. And if you want to go deeper into how to reverse engineer your competitors step by step, watch this next video.